People who married for money, what was your breaking point? I married my husband because he was rich. I know it sounds bad, but I was in a really bad place. I had just lost my job and my mom was sick. I was desperate. He was a nice guy, and he really loved me. I thought I could learn to love him too. We had a beautiful wedding, and he spoiled me with gifts and trips. I felt like I was living in a dream. But after a few years, I started to feel empty. I realized I didn't love him the way he loved me. I felt guilty every time he looked at me with those adoring eyes. I tried to ignore it, telling myself I was just being ungrateful. Then one day I met someone. He was the complete opposite of my husband. He was poor, but he had a passion for life that I had never seen before. We started talking, and I felt a connection I had never felt before. I tried to ignore it, but it was like a fire inside me. I knew I had to leave my husband. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I told him the truth, and he was devastated. He begged me to stay, but I couldn't. I left with nothing, and it was the best decision I ever made. I'm now married to the man I met, and we have a beautiful family. I may not have the money I used to, but I'm happier than I've ever been.